Hey, I'm Adam with the Pursuit Counseling. Today I'm back with one of our therapists, Mary Laughlin. Mary, it's great to have you.
Thanks for having me, Adam. It's great to
Yeah.
be here.
So you've been a member of our team from your internship years. Now you're an associate professional counselor. So what do you love about being a therapist?
I love many things about being a therapist. I would say at the top of the list is just the privilege and gift it is to be able to sit with the clients that come to the pursuit and are willing to share their stories and be courageous with their challenges.
And that's what makes you one of our amazing therapists at our practice because you really do care about your clients and the work that you're doing. One of the things that we say a lot at our practice is if you trust us with your time, we'll spend it wisely. And I know that in the work that you do with your clients, that you are spending the time with your clients wisely as you help them be courageous in their pursuits.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So one of the things that you're inspired about right now is working with teenagers, and we've put together a workshop series for this summer. So before we talk about the workshop, tell me what inspired you to create these workshops for these teen girls this summer.
So the inspiration for the workshops is really twofold. First of all, I'm a parent of three teenagers, and recently I took some time to think about the skills that I would want for them before they graduate. Um, Secondly, I work with teens in our community. I here at the Pursuit Counseling as well as in other settings, and I saw a need for skills to be able to navigate stress and anxiety, to learn how to have healthy relationships, as well as to tap into their authentic purpose and just become leaders.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. So what's the focus and format of these workshops?
The focus of the workshops will cover a range of different wellness areas. We will start with growth and creativity. We'll move on to nutrition and movement. We'll cover organizational skills and mindfulness, and then we will end with leadership and purpose. Each workshop will have three different components. We'll have time for discussion. We will have time for relevant content that will hopefully be helpful and inspiring. And we will also have time for an activity that that I think will be both fun and therapeutic at the same time.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed exploring with you in the planning aspect of these workshops, just dreaming about the not only the fun activity, but the purpose behind it, as well as what we want the students to take away with them, not only with a physical thing, but just a reminder for them to integrate into their lives as they approach this next school year or this next phase of life. Who are the people that you're looking for to join the group?
So these workshops are designed for the high school girl that maybe has test anxiety, maybe has body image concerns, maybe is looking to have healthier relationships in their life, um, as well as for the high school girl who just needs to know that she's not alone in the struggle.
Bringing a group of teenage girls together with professional counselors, you're going to be able to um, help people feel like they're not the only person with a struggle, that there are other people that are trying to, my words, not yours, but maybe level up or reach the next milestones in their development as adolescents. So if you're a parent and you're considering signing up for this group, how do you know that they're a good fit for the group?
Sure, they are a good fit for the group if they have a desire to live well in different areas of their life. Maybe they have some awareness around certain areas that they are crushing it in. And maybe they have other areas where they realize are a challenge for them. Um, I know some girls that I see have trouble with calendar planning and organization. Just how do they do it all, and also manage the stress. This workshop is also for the girl who is interested in wellness. And I know this is a season where many girls, many students are trying to figure out their path forward. Some are interested in healthcare. This would be an option for them as well, just to learn about health and wellness.
So as a therapist that's very interested in neuropsychology, one of the things that we're finding out is that if we can help advocate for students and help students advocate for themselves in their brain development, from nutrition, learning how to do difficult things, being able to form supportive peer groups, and even advocate for themselves to their teachers, to their parents, to their friends, that they're going to end up being more successful and healthier in their adult lives. So is this group, it sounds like these workshops are aiming at hitting some of those areas. Do you want to elaborate a little bit more on that?
Absolutely. They are definitely for the girl that is learning how to, stand up for themselves, how to advocate for themselves, all of those things. And what I really love about these workshops is that they give the girl an opportunity to practice those skills. So it's not just about the content going in, but it is an opportunity to also apply what they are learning right then and there during the workshop, so that they can take that skill into their life. They will be from 2:30 to 4:30 on Tuesday afternoons, and they will go throughout the summer.
And so how do they sign up?
Parents or caregivers can sign their daughter up in 3 different ways. First, by scanning the QR code on the flyer. They can also email me at mary@thepursuitcounseling.com, or they can follow the link, which I believe we will post on the video.
Mary, you've been working with teens for a while now. So you spoke about it earlier, but tell us a little bit more in detail about your experience specifically in working with teens.
I've been working with teens for probably 20 years. My first experience was as a child life specialist at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta in the Aflac Cancer Center and Blood Disorder Service. My role was to support teens through their hospital stays and through different procedures, as well as support their families during those times. And then since then, I've worked in a variety of settings, including camps. I've worked as a middle school groups leader at my church for a number of years. And then, of course, as my work as a professional counselor with my teen clients that come here to the Pursuit Counseling with challenges such as depression, anxiety, grief, just overall body image concerns, and other challenges.
Mary, you're a creative, so can you tell us a little bit about how creativity and art play a role in the work that you do as a professional, whether it's with a client in session or just how you use creativity to help guide your work?
So creativity is all about the process. It's diving into a problem and looking at it from multiple angles. It's about experimenting with possible solutions that could work. And it's also about having the courage to try something new. And that can bring up some discomfort for some clients. But at the same time, it also, I think, can strengthen their resolve and their ability to be resilient individuals.
That's wonderful. Yeah, I mentioned to you before in the office that my grandmother and I grew up gardening together, and every week she would change the brick paver path. She would transplant plants from one side of the yard to the other. And so growing up across the street from my grandmother, I got to be a part of that process week after week, month after month, year after year. And the thing that I take away with me from reflecting on those experiences with my grandmother is that you can take the same bricks and you can take the same flowers, the same plants, and you can move them a few feet over, and the yard will look completely different.
Mhm.
And what I love about working with creatives myself is that someone can take the same problems in their life, the same friends, the same family of origin, and if they make some small adjustments, it can really change their perspective. It
Mhm.
can change their relationship with the people in their lives. And so having other creatives that work in our practice, but then also working with creative clients is very much like those experiences in gardening and flowering.
I love that. That's such a beautiful, beautiful memory that you have of her, and I think so much speaks to what creativity is all about. That courage to try something else, to try a new way of seeing a problem, and to have you know, the gumption to go for it and just see what happens. And I think that's where a lot of the freedom comes, when clients are stuck in the midst of their anxiety or their stress, and they look at something a little bit differently, or like you said, they move a brick,
Mhm.
um, and that changes everything, and it gives them a new way of seeing what they've been struggling with the whole time.
So with these teenage girls that are having some type of, eating or nutrition concern, maybe they're having some concerns with their friend group, maybe academic pressure to take enough APs or dual enrollment classes to be in line with their peers or build their college resume. These groups can be a little bit like moving those bricks or transplanting a flower to just maybe change the perspective that can help them unlock their next set of potential.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, Mary, I've enjoyed chatting with you, and I look forward to seeing these groups take place over the summer and seeing these young teenagers be able to reach their next milestones. Thank you again for your time.
Absolutely. Thank you, Adam, for the opportunity to share about these workshops. It's been a pleasure.